Welcome back everyone, I'm Kev Plays Games, and this is EVE Online. You see before you one of our brand new characters who, at the end of their second day, got themselves into a cruiser and ran level 2 missions. So far, they've been doing rather well. Day 1, all career agents, Sisters of Eve Epic Arc. Day 2, level 2 missions and a cruiser. Today is day 3, and I've got big plans, and it's probably maybe not going to happen. I would love to get to level 3 missions on this character. We can do that by getting either our Amarr Empire standings up to 3.0, they're only 1.38 at the minute, or we can get an individual corporation to 3.0. I mean, we have the Royal Amarr Institute at 3.0 already. That is because that is the corporation which all of the career agents work for, and every time we completed a mission for them, we got an uptick. So we are on level 3 missions for this one corporation. Unfortunately, the only level 3 agents they have are distribution. So I could just call this video here and say, yes, we can do level 3 distribution missions in our Sigil Hauler, which was given to us by the agents. But no, I want to do level 3 security combat missions, and these guys do not have any security agents, so we're going to have to find another corporation. Another thing I would really love to do today is get 310,000 skill points. I mean, that's a lot. Day 1, we got 60,000. Day 2, we got 85,000. Day 3, I'm going for 310. How am I going to get that? Well, our Enforcer career is on 620 out of 750 career points. If you get it to 750, we will get 100,000 skill points from this career. This is not going to take too long. All we have to do is to destroy 10 more enemy ships to get this. Destroy 250 enemy ships, that's 40 career points. And then kill another 50 ships on top of that, and we'll get another 50. And whilst we're doing that, we'll probably be killing enemies which produce bounty. We need quite a lot more. We need to get 5 million in bounty. We're on 1.6 million. But if I keep killing things, we will get this. And it's another 50 career points right there. Combat sites, yeah, we'll do some combat sites, complete them, get more career points. Loyalty points, if we're killing things in missions, then we'll be earning loyalty points. We've got 116 already because we did one mission and that was enough to give us 50 and 100, the first 2 steps. All we need is 500, that's not going to be difficult. That's like, what, 4 more missions? That's easy, and then spend 300 of them and we'll get lots of career points from that. So that'll give us 100,000 skill points from completing this one career. And the industrialist career is also pretty close to getting done. If we salvage the things we kill, I've salvaged 12 things already. We need to keep going, get another 38. That will give us salvage 50 ranks and lots more career points. Resource harvesting, if I find any kernite on my travels, I'll harvest that and then refine it. That will give us more career points. Manufacturing, if we manufacture a destroyer, we'll get 25 career points. And I believe the last thing we did when we left this character was that we started a destroyer job. Yes, we did. Let's deliver that. Out of range, okay. But we'll have to remember to go to Amarr and deliver that destroyer, and that will instantly give us 25 career points. Manufacture a cruiser, probably won't do that. Distribution agents, yes, if we do 20 distribution agent missions, we will get a lot of career points, 90 career points in total. We've done 3, so there's 17 to go. And same with mining, we've done 3 mining agent missions, don't remember who or when. It might be counting some of the starter missions or the Epic Arc missions as mining agents, but if we do 17 more mining missions, we'll get another 90 career points. There's 180 from just doing missions, and that will put industrialist up to 750, and that will give us another 100,000 skill points. And if we get both of those up, we're on 1710 overall career points, and if we take that to 2250, we'll get another 100,000 skill points. And I believe if we get our Enforcer up, we need 130 for Enforcer and 155 needed for Industrialist. Put those together, that's 285. Add that to 1710, we're 1,995. So that would only leave us 255 to get. But we can easily get all that. But we're not just going to take those to 750. We're going to get as many as we can. We're going to do the bounties and the combat sites and the loyalty points and the manufacturing, distribution, mining agents. So we're going to take both of those way above 750, and that will give us enough to get to 2,250, which will give us another 100,000 skill points. And the final 10,000 will come from the daily goals, which as always is complete 3 jumps and something else, manufacture an item, scan 5 SIGs, destroy 25 NPCs. Well, I think we'll do 25 NPCs because we're going to be doing that anyway, and complete 3 Stargate jumps. Not going to be a problem. Right, what we said was missions. We need to be doing 17 mining missions and 17 distribution missions. So if we can do those for the same corporation, we'll get standing for that corporation. So I've had a good look in the agent finder. You go to agency, agents and missions, agent finder. I've been looking around all of the Amarr Empire corporations, which is a lot. I've gone through this entire list. It took me a very long time. But I have found a couple of Amarr corporations which have everything we need. And the one I've picked is joint harvesting. If we have a look at joint harvesting, mining level 1, right? They've got level 1 mining agents because I just want to do level 1 mining agents just to get them done because they're faster to do than level 2. And then after that, we'll switch over and do level 2 distribution. And in the system of Perdan, there are 2 level 2 distribution agents for this same corporation. So I'll hopefully run both of those at the same time in the sigil, and we'll knock out the 20 missions we need for those. And then after that, we'll switch over to security level 2, just to get the kill 75 enemies in a cruiser and kill 300 enemies and the 50 salvage 50 Rex things. And of course we'll be earning more and more standings every time we do a level 2 security mission. And then they've got a security level 3 agent as well. So joint harvesting has everything we need. They've got mining, distribution and security at all the levels we need. And luckily in the system of Perdan, they do actually have a mining agent up there as well. I was just going to do the closest mining agent, but I thought if we're going to go up to Perdan, we'll just go up there. There you go. This agent is in Perdan, and the 2 level 2 distribution agents are also in Perdan. So I'm going to set destination to Perdan, and I'm going to take our sigil, which is our hauler. I'm going to fit this with cargo expanders, which we have somewhere around here. And we've got this medium cargo hold optimization 1. I mean, might as well just fit it to the ship, just to give us some of that. The other cargo expanders we left in the Amarr station, but we're going to Amarr anyway to deliver the destroyer, and then we'll sell that for some cash. And what we'll do, we shall pack up our Venture, because luckily our Venture does not have any rigs, so we're not going to destroy any rigs. We'll just strip the fitting. So right click, repackage. Put the packaged ship in there. This is all the equipment that came off it. We'll drag that in there. Good, we've got enough cargo to pull it. And I'm going to take the air mining yield booster that we got from the air career program. 10% mining laser yield, lasts 4 hours. So when I'm doing the mining missions, I'll be completing them 10% faster. This is good. I need to save as much time as possible today. I think they're ready to go to Perdan. Now we're going to Amarr first. Let's go. Here we are in the system of Amarr, so now we're close enough to deliver that coercer that we built. Probably will just sell that ship straight away, or we'll just leave it in Amarr. I mean, it's not doing any harm just being here, I suppose. Right, so let's find the other expanded cargo holds, throw these on this ship. Lovely. Might purchase another 2 while I'm here. They're very cheap. Buy 2. I don't think there's any point in putting any defences on the ship. Anything that shoots at it is going to kill it, even if we put some medium shield extenders on the mid slots, so we'll just have to hope that no one takes a pot shot at us. So let's go to Perdan. You join me not quite in Perdan. I went to Perdan, I dropped off our 2 ships, and I came all the way back home. Because I forgot to do something before we left. What I should have done was bought 2 Gaussian scoped mining lasers, because I forgot that our Venture only had miner 1. Why have I bought these? Well, if you look at miner 1's attributes, it mines 10 cubic meters every 15 seconds. And if we have a look at the Gaussian scoped, they mine 13, which is 30% better. So, you know, I have to come back home to buy these anyway. And if you look on the daily goals, I need to manufacture 1 item before we start, so I can get 10,000 skill points. Why is this important? That is so I can do social level 3, which will give us more standing per mission, which is great. And it will, social 3 then opens up connections, which gives you a 4% straight bonus to your already existing standings. So we'll get social 3, connections 2 with the 10,000 daily skill points. We'll just use our Nova blueprint here. I'm just going to buy the missing materials. I don't really care how much it costs. There we go. Daily goal complete. So now we can go to opportunities, claim all, get our 10,000 skill points. I know it says 30,000, but remember 20,000 of these was inadvertent things. When I was logging on and warping around planning these episodes, I inadvertently completed some daily goals, and they automatically claim themselves after a few days, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. So we've got 20,000 skill points we shouldn't have, so I'm only allowed to spend 10,000. So social, right click, apply skill points. There's 6,000.
Skill training complete.
Connections, 750.
Skill training completed.
Apply skill points. Nope, can't do that. That's 3,493. That will take us, that's more than I'm allowed to spend at the moment. But we will see if we go to standings. Now we're at 3.99 with Amarr Institute and 1.72 with Amarr Empire. When you mouse over it, it will tell you skill bonus plus 0.34 from connections. And one other thing I should do while we're here is do a little bit of scanning, because this is a career agent system, so there's going to be lots of stuff to scan. If you have a look at the Air Career Program and Explorer, we have scanned 35 things, so if we can get another 15 scans done, that will give us another 50 career points. That'll mean 50 less career points we have to do in something more difficult, because this will not take very long. It turns out 2 of the scanning pings in the rookie system were actual wormholes. Although you get career points for doing some wormholes as well. So we'll scan those to 100%. Wormholes are not all that difficult to scan, even for a rookie with 500,000 skill points and no scanning skills. There we go.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
How many scans was that? Ooh, 46 out of 50. If I just hung out here for a little while, we would get that. Okay, we've got wormholes 2 out of 4. Scan 5 out of 5 wormholes. Okay, we've just literally just done that. So what have we got to manufacture destroyers, scan 5 wormholes. And what's in this bundle? Hyperspace velocity optimizer. That's something quite cool. So if we get our executioner, which is the fast travel frigate, and we can put this hyper velocity rig on it, we'll just fit it to the active ship. And this will now be our taxi to get us from place to place, because it aligns pretty fast, and now it warps at 6 AU instead of 5 because of this. So this will get us from point to point quite quickly. And I'm going to strip the fitting from our scanning ship, and I'm going to fit the core probe launcher and the core probes, whatever the hell they went. No, they're in the cargo of this, aren't they? Yes, they are. Because we don't need scanning bonuses for the scanning ship to scan stuff in high sec. So on the way back to Perdan, I'll scan as many things as I can. If it's a wormhole, I'll take it to 100%. And if it's not a wormhole, I'll just take it to 100% anyway. Scan as many things as I can. We only need to get another 4 things to 100%, and as many wormholes as we can. Wormholes are not all that uncommon, because that just takes the pressure off Industrialist and Enforcer. Right, let's go. So, on the way, I have taken a relic site to 100.
Docking permission requested.
And in this station, which was in the same system, I bought a relic
Docking
analyzer.
request accepted.
Because you can also get career points from hacking canisters, so let's do that as well. Why not? Got some inertia stabilizers to make our cells faster. Now you want your align time to be faster. This is how long it takes you to get into warp. EVE Online works on a 1 Hz server tick, which is 1 second, so you always round up at the minute with nothing fitted. This ship aligns in 4 seconds because it's 3.64, so you round up to 4 seconds. If you put 1 inertia stabilizer on, it goes down to 3.03, which is still 4 seconds because you round up. Put 2 inertia stabilizers on, goes to 2.59, and the nanofiber 2.4. 2.4 is the same as 2.59, so we'll just turn it off. So we've saved 1 second in align time. Hey, it all adds up. And I also bought a 5 meganewton quad lift restrained microwatt drive, so the ship can actually move really fast.
Warp drive active.
So let's have a look at this relic site. High-sec relic sites are pretty much worthless. I'm only doing this to get the air career points. The only things you'll find in the debris is probably some salvage. Just approach them. Turn the afterburner on. Microwatt drive, I should say. When you get close enough, click this, open the mini game. Mini game is basically very simple. You click around the edges. You only open these nodes if you have no path around them. Gonna attack this one to get this repairer. And what we're looking for is the core. That is the core. Click that until it opens, and there's nothing in this can. Who cares? I didn't come here for the loot, I came here for the career points. Again, when we're close enough, do the mini game, go around the edges. The numbers are how close you are from a non-empty node. Pick up these orange things. These are tools which let you recover your health or fight these things. Just fight my way through that one. There's the core. Nothing found. Don't care. As I said, high-sec relic sites worthless. If you do relic sites in wormholes or zero security space, you will earn many, many, many millions of ISK. Many, many millions. This is literally just for practice. I'll just go around the edges. Pick that up because it's a tool. Can't go around there. I'll go this way instead. Gonna have to fight at least one of these. We'll do this one. You only open these white nodes if you have no other path around, because they can also be these things hiding. Okay, we're gonna have to click the repairer to give ourselves some more health. There's the node. And we didn't have enough health left because we fought too many things. Well, that's not a problem. We'll just do the mini game again. It resets the board, gives you a new board, and the core's right there this time. There we go. Hey, you got some armor plates worth 195,000 ISK. If you fail it twice in a row, it explodes and you lose whatever was in the can. It doesn't do area of effect. It doesn't damage your ship. Not in this kind of site. If the site has covert in the name, there is a hidden timer, and you've got enough time to maybe do 1 can, 2 if you're very good, before the entire site explodes, and that does do area of effect damage. Oh, this is a bit of a harsh board. What the... There's the core. Yay, got 1 unit of carbon. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
Well, we hacked 5 containers, so we got some money from that, so you know, I'll take that. Anyway, I'll keep going to Perdan. I'll scan whatever I can on the way there, and if there's any more hacking sites, I'll bring you back. And as luck would have it, in the very next system is a data site.
Warp drive active.
This is good, I get to show you both flavours of hacking site. This is just a local Sancha mainframe. This will give us all kinds of things like data cores and, oh god, lots of other weird things you find in data sites. Only 2 cans in this site. It's only a little tiny baby one in high sec. We're not going to earn mega millions from this. We don't even need the microwatt drive. Like, data hacker this time. Hacking game exactly the same as it was in the relic site. Let's go around the edges. Oh, it's going to be up here, isn't it? Yep. And we failed. Because we don't have enough strength, because we're weak and we've got no skills. We'll go again. Hey, a health tool. I'll take that. There's the core. Now we got it. Hey, 2 million ISK of assorted things, and there's a wormhole, which is good. In high-sec, data sites are worth more than relic sites. Anywhere else, it's the opposite. So let's have a look at this board. Hey. Orange health tool straight away, that helps. Gonna have to fight at least one of these, so we'll use our health tool. There's the core. Got the stuff. A little bit more money, lovely.
Warp drive active.
Now this result over here is only close to this planet. So one little secret is that every single scanning site will spawn within 4 AU of a planet. So if you put your probes at 4 AU and get them right on top of the planet and press scan, this site that looks like it may be over here, it actually is somewhere up here. So it'll become a red dot. If we're lucky, it'll become yellow. Depends how accurate we are and how good our scan strength is. There, it became red. All that means is that I didn't have to start my scan at like 16 or 8. I was able to start it at 4 straight away. It's a combat site. Though we've done the 50 scans, so we don't actually need to scan this. No, I will scan this to 100 because there is an explorer one. Combat sites, yeah. Enter 5 combat sites. Apparently we've entered 3. We don't have to complete them. We don't have to fight anything. All we have to do is to go through the gate. And nothing in these sites is going to want jam us, so we'll just enter it and then dip out.
Warp drive active.
It's a 3 out of 10 DED site. This will allow in cruisers maximum size. So if we track this, we don't even have to go through the gate. As soon as we landed on the gate, it gave us the 4 out of 5 completed, so we're leaving. We don't have any weapons.
Active.
We can't run the site, but we got 4 out of 5 completions from it, so happy days. Well, I've been hacking and scanning and hacking my way across the universe. We just found another data site, but before we go to it, I'm going to find a station somewhere, either in this system or the next system. Then we'll come back and hack that, because we have, as a reward, this small mimetic algorithm bank, which increases the efficiency of my data hacker, which gives me 10 more health on my data hacks. But yeah, you know what, we'll just go to this one.
Warp drive active.
I'm sitting on a gate at a combat site because we found another one of those, so that's 8. That's 8 out of 10 of those. Yeah, just like passively just chilling and hacking my way towards when I'm going to be running missions later on, and we're like racking up the career points like nobody's business. I mean, this has not been a difficult journey. Apart from that, I keep failing hacks, but that's not a huge issue. We're not really here for the money, we're just here for the hacks and the scans. Right, we're in Perdan. Outside the station, as I was scanning, I found a 1 out of 10 and a 2 out of 10 DED combat site, and these can drop hundreds of millions of ISK. So I want to run these, but I can't run these in any of the ships we've got here. We just basically haven't got any weapons. So I'm going to have to go all the way back home, get the Punisher combat ship which we have, fit it with weapons, come all the way back down here and hope that no one else has run these sites. Now I don't think that's going to happen. I am the only person in local, and luckily for us, Perdan is a one-way system and it's like a dead-end system, one way in, one way out. People don't usually come into one-way systems. But it would be good to have a combat ship here anyway. Now, I don't want to take my fast taxi all the way back there, because I'd have to leave it back there. So I'm going to buy a shuttle. Looks like there's a Caldari shuttle in this system somewhere. So we'll go and buy that, and we'll go and do that. We've got 7 million in loot from all that hacking and scanning I did. God knows how that happened. There's the 2 combat sites. Gosh darn it. Military outpost is a 1 out of 10. This only allows in frigates at maximum size. The acclimatization factory is a 2 out of 10. That will allow destroyers maximum size. But obviously, I'm not going to go and bring a destroyer and a frigate here. I'm just going to bring the Punisher, because the Punisher can probably run a 2 out of 10 if I fit it correctly. Have we got enough money to fit it correctly?
Docking permission requested.
Maybe not.
Docking request accepted.
The problem with using a shuttle is that shuttles only have 10 cubic meters of cargo, so I can't take all the loot we just got back there. Right, let's go back to Pasha and bring the Punisher here and hope these sites are still here when we get back. Well, this adventure's just gone sideways all day. I'm supposed to be doing mining and distribution missions, and so far I've been scanning, hacking, and looks like we're going to be doing combat.
Drive active.
But if we can find a big loot drop in these, and it's a big if, then I've got plans. Okay, we are 1 jump away from Perdan and hopefully our 2 combat sites. Well, one of them anyway. I'm not going to do the 2 out of 10 in a frigate. This is the fit I've created. There's 4 little pulse lasers in the high slots. Small focused modal pulse laser 1. I believe this is the meter level 2. Yeah, meter level 2. Small 1 meganewton enduring afterburner. Small cap battery. Cap power relay, small armor repairer, and 3 heat sinks to give us 98.5 DPS. And it looks like they're both still here, so let's do the military outpost.
Warp drive active.
We are a very short range fit. I've put the keep it range at 4.5 kilometers and the orbit at 2.5. This is right up front, but it is cap stable, so I can turn everything on, keep this guy at range, line him up. The good thing about them being pulse lasers is that they've got really high tracking, so as we see, they just annihilate things.
Warp drive active.
Straight into room 2. This outpost security officer we have to kill. He holds the key which opens the gate. Well, he used to in the olden days. It's been changed now, so if you kill everything in this room, then the gate automatically opens. I can open fire from whatever distance I want because I'm cap stable. It doesn't really matter. You've always got a chance to hit with turrets. There we see, we were nowhere near our optimal range and we still killed it. And that one, we'll just keep this guy at range. I could have fitted beam lasers to the ship and got like a couple of meters extra range, but literally a couple of meters. The only guns that would fit and still let me fit my cap battery and my repairer were the very, very smallest dual light beam lasers, and their range is terrible. The damage was something like 7 to 8. So, I gained 2,000 meters. So, optimal range 6,000 and lost 30 DPS? No. I'm not going to do that. That's why I've gone for the pulse lasers. Get this guy next. And we'll get the security officer next. Just blitz him down. Have a look in his wreck. See if he dropped anything good. One-shotted that guy. And that guy. And that guy. Hey, we got that. That's worth 11,000 ISK. We can sell that at DED stations or Concord stations. We flew past his wreck, which is a little bit annoying.
Warp drive
Right, into the 3rd and final room. This thing at the back, the Sancha Outpost Administrative Building, that is what drops the loot. You do not have to kill anything else, but I am going to kill everything in here. Simply so we can get the kill 300 enemies. They haven't even got through my shield yet, and I'm an armor tank. I'm trying to stop myself from going straight to the 2 of 10, because this has been an absolute breeze, but I know we will just melt in that 2 of 10. I really need the long range that we've got on the Coercer Destroyer. Hey, we've done the kill 25 NPCs for the 4th daily goal. So that's cool. Yeah, they finally got through my shield. We're now in armour, but it's not going to help them. I'm just killing them all really quick. Keep it ranged, line myself up, help my turrets track a little bit more. Because these scan sites are public, so at any time anyone else can come into this site. Quite a few times people will think that this outpost commander is the boss and they will kill him and think, oh, he didn't drop anything, the site's a bust, and they'll leave and they won't destroy the administration building. So you can find the entire site completely empty of all enemies and the building's just sitting there with all its loot inside it waiting for you to destroy it. I'll show you that. I'll just go and grab this guy's wreck. I'll have a look inside it. Please just drop generic random loot. This is what drops the big loot. If indeed big loot decides to drop. These sites are highly RNG dependent. Sometimes you get nothing, sometimes you get an absolutely eye-popping drop. Let's see which one we've got. Hey, 95 million-esque. Lovely.
Warp drive active.
Centum C-type multi-spectrum coating. Worth 94.2 million-esque. That changes things. Oh, does that change things?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all the loot that we got from the hacking things and all the loot that we just got from that site, and I'm going to go to the Amarr trade hub because that is where I can get the best price for that Centi C-type multispectrum. It says its estimated value 94 million. That is a game-wide average between buy and sell orders. The highest buy order in the game at the moment is in Amarr and it's 86 million. Am I bothered about that? No. Do I want 86 million-esque? Hell yes! The Amarr Trade Hub is actually on the way home. So I'm just going to go and sell all this stuff at the Amarr Trade Hub, go home, drop this thing off, and then come back in the destroyer and we'll try and run that 2 of 10. Here we are at the Amarr Trade Hub. Was I sweating bullets all the way here? Yes, I was. I was absolutely terrified on the way here. Right, so let's select everything, get it down here, and we'll sell the multi-spec, sell that. 86 million minus tax, 79. You know what? That is good enough for me. Because I did spend almost all of our money making this fit. So we'll just select all the stuff we looted, sell all that. Get another few million. That's not bad. Nice. Trash that piece of crap. And whilst we're here, we might as well claim all of our air career stuff. Here we go. Destroy 250 enemy ships. That's why I did a full clear of that site. Hacked 5 containers, entered 15 combat sites, entered 10 combat sites, scanned 50 signatures. Hey, we get a frigate. Scan 10 wormholes, hack 10 containers, enter 5 combat sites, hack 15 containers. Let's claim all of these. Thank you very much. And hey, we got a Heron. Ooh, interesting. Herons are the best scanning ship because scanning upgrades use medium power slots, and this has 5 medium power slots, more than any other race's scanning ship, automatically making this the best scanning ship. Might hold on to that, and we'll just hold on to everything else. There, that is pretty good. Now, why did I want money? It's because if we're going to do level 3 missions, I did think about going up to Battlecruiser. This is the Battlecruiser I want. It is a Harbinger. Again, it's a gunship because we've invested a lot of skills into gunnery, so it makes sense to keep using gunships. And the skill bonuses for this is a 10% reduction to medium energy turret activation costs, so less cap, and a 10% bonus to damage per level. So if we can get that up to level 3, that's 30% less cap use and a stonking 30% more damage. Being a battlecruiser, it can fit 6 turrets, so multiply that by 30%. That's like having 9 turrets. 4 medium power slots, 6 low power slots, lots of power grid and CPU to fit things. And the drone bay, 75 cubic meter drone bay. What's the drone bandwidth? Is it 50? I believe. Yeah, 50. So it can hold 5 medium drones at 10 each, that's 50, and 5 light drones at 5 each, that's 25. And it can use a full flight of each of those, so it's a really, really good ship. This was going to be a stretch goal if everything else went well. Everything else went well before I'd even done the starter goals. So we've immediately got enough money now to buy a Harbinger Battlecruiser and fit it and do level 3 missions. But talking about level 3 missions, we need to get the heck out of here. Am I going to sell a coercer? No, I don't need to sell a coercer. I've got 100 million-esque. Let's just undock, get our ass back to Pasha, pick up our Sisters of Eve Epic Arc Destroyer, take it back to Perdan and see if that 2 out of 10's still there. Things are going amazing. Here we are in our destroyer. We're approaching Perdan. Let's find out if that 2 of 10 is still here. I mean, all the other sites I scanned on the way here are still here. It's lucky for us that Amarr space is pretty much empty and no one lives here. It's still here and we're the only person here, so let's go and do it.
Warp drive active.
Our fit is better than it was because we've trained even more gunnery skills since we were last in this ship. Now it's doing 100 DPS. The cap lasts 26 minutes, 26 seconds with everything running. We should be fine. Range is between 22 and 25, so we'll keep things at 22. That's with standard. We do have on board our Imperial Navy Microwave S if we need that.
Warp drive.
Let's see if we get another 100 million-isk from this site, or whether we get nothing, or whether we get destroyed. This site, as I said, does only allow in destroyers maximum size. Everything is pretty much dead on the perfect range. So let's just put 2 guns on each and we'll just annihilate all these doofuses. This is why I wanted a long-range destroyer instead of the short-range frigate. Not for this room, but for the rest of this site, because the rest of this site is something to behold. Considering this 2 of 10 only allows in destroyers at maximum size, it's a little bit nasty. I won't even turn on the afterburner or armor rep until I need them, just to preserve some cap. Everything's just melting, and they've all aggressed, and they're all yellow box, which means they're directly approaching me, which means they're really easy to hit. We're just smashing everything to pieces, but that's good. There we go. Next one. Yeah, was not expecting to be in this position at this time of the day. We only came here to run level 1 mining missions and we made 100 million doing a combat site. You know, I can't really complain. You don't have to kill the sentry guns, so I'm just going to ignore them. I'm just going to fly straight past them and get through the gate. The guns have noticed them here. They've opened fire. I don't care. I'm just ignoring them, getting onto room 2. Could kill them for a little bit extra money, but you know, we're in 87 million, so I don't really care about killing gun turrets for an extra couple of thousand. I just need to get this site done. Because even though we've got enough money for a battlecruiser now, we don't have enough standings to use it in level 3 missions yet, so we still need to do the things we're actually going to do. Right. Here we are. We'll just approach the acceleration gate, turn the afterburner on, try and aggress these guys on the way in. Our targeting range is only 33. We still are very low level, skill-wise. Are we on 500,000? Yeah, 566,000. Stasis towers are the main problem in this room. They will slow us right down. So if we were here in our frigate, we would be slowed down. How many stasis towers are there here? 3 of them. We'd be slowed down by a triple web of towers, and it would take us forever to get into range to kill anything, and it would just be absolutely horrific. That's why I've come here in a long-range destroyer, so we can just annihilate things from range. Like what I have done. And now we'll just kill the web towers so I can actually get moving, because we are maximum speed 12.6 meters a second. See, if we were in our little pulse laser frigate and trying to kill things moving at 12.6 meters a second, it would just be horrific. An absolute disaster. Just Burn down the towers. I'll get at least 2 of the stasis towers down, then I'll keep the frigates at range and pick them off. There we go. Just to lower the damage a little bit. Then we'll approach the gate. And kill as many things as we can on approach, and we'll just get straight through as soon as we land. Right, we're at the gate. Let's just go through it.
Warp drive active.
Right, this third room has lots of cruisers in it. And lots of frigates as well. We'll just keep that cruiser at range. We'll need to keep everything running. Again, as you see, there's 3 groups. One here, and one here. So we'll get this group, and then we'll kind of swing round behind and get this little group up here, and then we'll get the middle group and go through the gate into the final room. Final room, don't know if I'll do a full clear or a blitz. Don't know if I can do a blitz. Because in the final room there is one little frigate called this Senti Tenebrous or something. He's got a special name, he's not elite or anything. But here's what drops the loot. And he's surrounded by an enormous fleet of frigates and destroyers. So the plan is just approach the Tenebrous, kill him, drop a bookmark, get the hell out until the site despawns, and then come back and loot his wreck. Either that or we attempt a full clear, but I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. But then a full clear would give us more bounty, and we do need bounty for the Enforcer career. 1.7 mil. Second guessing myself, as I always do. Maybe I should have bookmarked all these wrecks. And then the first 2 rooms as well. I'm going to save this as room 3. And before we go to the final room, I'll warp out and then back into the site and drop bookmarks in the first 2 rooms as well. Because I forgot, we're supposed to be salvaging things as well for our goals. Is it Industrialist, which is the salvaging one? Where is it? Yeah, salvage. Salvage 50 wrecks. We've done 12, so we need 38. And I believe there's probably going to be 38 enemies in this site. Okay, we're being tracking disrupted, which isn't great. Not great at all. That reduces our maximum range and our tracking. I just have to pick these frigates off as they approach. And then we'll worry about the cruisers later. Even though they're disrupting my tracking, if they're approaching me directly, they're still easy to hit, as we can see. You next, you're half dead. Yeah, you're a little bit close, so we'll just pull range on you. And annoyingly, it's the cruiser which is doing the tracking disruption, so I can't just kill it to get rid of the tracking disrupt. I'm going to have to get rid of all the frigates first, just to lower the amount of DPS. We'll just approach this frigate. There we go. And now it's just me versus 4 cruisers. We should be fine. We're still in shield. The shield's actually gone up. Because I did bring some salvager modules with me. They're sitting in the station in Perdan. So once I've finished this site, I'll refit the salvagers on this destroyer, and we'll come back to all the bookmarks, and we'll get all the money. And we'll salvage all the wrecks. I'm a small fast target. They're firing medium lasers, and they're got terrible tracking. That's why they're all missing. Happy days. So we've killed enough enemies now. We just need to get the bounties. So I think I probably will do a full clear in the final room. Goddamn tracking disruption. Right, fine. Keep him at range. 10 kilometers. Go. That's a bit better. Keep the next one at range. 10 kilometers. And go. Just die, stupid cruiser. God, that was annoying. Right, let's get into the final room and do a full clear. just for the bounty. If you go to transactions and change all type to bounty prizes, sort by date. Okay, we've made it 169,875 ISK in bounties. That's not 5 million, is it? No, it is not. But we're going to get a decent amount of bounty from this site.
Warp drive active.
Just going to warp out and then warp back in and bookmark the wrecks in the first 2 rooms as well. Because we do need 50 wrecks. There's a decent number there. There's going to be tons in the final room. And after a short trip back through the site and dropping bookmarks in each room, we're here back in room 3, about to take the acceleration gate to room 4, where various horrors await. I believe that the frigates and destroyers and the frigates and cruisers in this final room all do tracking disruption, so this might get a little bit difficult. But nothing's going to warp jam, so we can just leave it any time. But if we've killed the Tenebrous, we'll have to remember to drop a bookmark. I might just drop a bookmark as soon as I enter the room anyway. Just like a safety bookmark. Okay, here we go.
Warp drive active.
Big load of bad guys. One group here, one group here, one group in the middle. And I believe the group in the middle is where the Tenebrous is. Yep, there he is. This is the bad guy. He's worth 250,000 ISK on his own, which is nice. So I think we're going to go left. Afterburner. Try and get this lot first. If the whole room aggresses, we're going to have to do some fancy flying. How much? Right, it's 250,000 on the Tenebrous. It's 45,000 times 5, that's 200,000. Juggernaut times 4, 3. Yeah, there's about 500,000 in bounty here. That's not bad. That is not bad. Right, let's see if we can pick these guys off. Nope. As soon as we target locked, everything's just gone crazy. So we're going to have to keep it range 10k. Yep, not great. Middle group is aggressed as well. Like, armor rep needs to go on. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. I'm just flying in a straight line just to try and pull range on things. Because this is absolute nastiness. Okay, now we've got rid of the frigates, the damage kind of went off a little bit. And right now, nothing's tracking disrupting me, so I managed to snipe another frigate. Might snipe the Tenebrous as well. Mind you, we're doing a decent job at killing that beast. I'll just double click somewhere kind of close to the Tenebrous. Not really close to it, but close-ish. We'll try and cut across these 2 cruisers and pick them off. Okay, tank's almost back to max. This is good. I'm going to snipe the Tenebrous. As I said, he's not got any massive resistances. Right, he's dead. So, save location, Tenebrous wreck. Now, if we warp out of this site, the site will despawn. That's why I've dropped that bookmark. Just make sure it took. Yes, it did. Just in case the damage gets too bad, then we can just leave and then let everything despawn and not care about it anymore. Right, let's keep this guy at range 15. I really want to snipe that slave hunter next, which is the final frigate which has aggressed. There's more on the other side of the room. Whoops. Forgot to keep moving there. That was bad. Alright. Just me versus 5 cruisers. And I can kite these guys all day long. We're small and fast. They're big and stupid. They're all missing. The beasts seem to be firing pulse lasers, and the other guys are firing beams. You can tell pulse lasers because they flicker, and the beams are just solid beams. Yeah, and just doing some manual flying, just double clicking in space. So I'm not orbiting any one thing, and I'm not keeping them at range, which slows me down when I'm in that range. I'm just kind of flying around, just so I'm moving, just to reduce the incoming damage. No one else in system, so I don't have to worry about direction scan or anyone else coming into the site and stealing the loot. In fact, where is the Tenebrous wreck? Let's just go and grab the loot out of the wreck, shall we? See if we can't do a drive-by. Grab the loot and then double click. And this site has given us 134 million ESC. Holy balls! A Centum B-type multispectrum coating worth 133 million ESC. God damn. Guess that means the rest of the day is going to go terribly, and we've got a small remote cap transfer worth 500,000. And the 6th tier Overseer's box. Well, that's just fantastic then, isn't it? Happy, happy, happy. Absolutely nuts. 2 sites. I managed to get enough time to go all the way home, pick up a ship, come back, do 1 site, go all the way home, pick up another ship, come back, and the second site was still here. First site dropped 86. It said it was 93, but we sold it for 86. This one says it's 103. Whilst we're killing this cruiser, I'll go and price check this Centi B-Time multispec. We can sell this in Amarr for 95 million ESC, or make 40 jumps to Jita and sell it for 102. I'm not doing all these jumps just to get 7 million more. So that's 95 more million ESC in our back pocket. Wow. Talk about stretch goals. And having that much money means that the Battlecruiser will be getting Meta 4 gear throughout. Or even some Tech 2. It's astonishing. What an excellent result. What a wonderful day. I mean, I'll kill these doofuses and then I'll refit salvagers and I'll salvage all the wrecks, and then I'll bring you back when that's been done, and we'll actually talk about mining missions. Okay, I refitted our little taxi with salvagers and I went out and I salvaged that entire site. We got a whole load of absolute random garbage loot. So I'll just get rid of all this. We'll just drag it all down here. Oh, not my probe launcher, I need that. Give me that back, thank you. And we no longer need to salvage anything because we got more than 50 wrecks salvaged. So that is now done. So we can now go to Air Career Program, salvage 25 wrecks, destroy 300 enemy ships, salvage 50 wrecks, claim all these. Lovely. Industrialist is now at 695, Enforcers at 710, even Explorers at 505. Overall, we're on 2,120. We only need another 130 CP to get 100,000 skill points. What is this? A Destroyer skill book. Mimitar Destroyer skill. Well, thank you for that, but I already have that. Jury rigging. Yeah, we'll just inject that. Right, let's talk about mining missions. This is what we were supposed to be doing right from the start of the day. First of all, we've got to refit our little mining ship. Gaussian mining laser, afterburner, survey chipset, medium shield extender, and 2 drones of some description. Yeah, 2 acolytes. Okay. Mining missions, really simple. Speak to agent. You go there, you're asked to mine a certain amount of a special ore. Now these special ores, as you see, there is no industry tab because they cannot be melted down into any minerals. You only get the exact amount that the agent demands. So in this site, there will be exactly 3,600 augmin. So you mine out everything which is in the site, you bring it back to the agent, and that's it, done. These special ores are also immune to residue loss, which is good, but they are not immune to mining drones being stupid. If you use mining drones in these mining missions, you will probably break the mission. If your cargo hold is full when the mining drone is returning with a load of ore, the mining drone simply deletes the ore it's carrying, and that then leaves you not enough to complete the mission. This is just how these missions are. It's in this system. It's 1080 cubic meters, which is pathetic. Let's do some math, shall we? Where is the crappy in-game calculator which has no thousand separators? Here it is. So we need to mine 1080 cubic meters. Our miners do 32.96. So we'll divide that by 32.96 times 2. So call it 17 cycles. 17 cycles times 15 seconds divided by 60 seconds. It's going to take me 4 minutes to finish this one mission. This is a nice thing about level 1 mining missions. It's very small amounts and you can complete them very quickly. Level 2 will demand a lot more ore. Some of level 2 mining missions demand like 6,000 or 7,000, and that is more than my ship can handle, and it takes like 19 minutes to fill my ship up, and then I'll have to come back, offload the ore, go back, empty the site, blah blah blah. Can't be bothered, because I'm not really doing mining missions for the standings. I'm doing mining missions simply to get the 20 mining missions industrialist career. This is what I'm going to be doing, so we'll just track it. Did that track? No, it did not. Apparently it did, but it's not showing. There it is. Right, so I need to do 17 of these missions. So I'm just going to do the very lowest level ones and just absolutely spam the crap out of them. And just before we undock, we do have this air mining yield booster. So for the next 4 hours, I'm going to have a 10% boost to my mining yield. So consume that. Now it's not going to take 4 minutes. It's going to take 3 minutes and something. I'm going to spend longer in warp than I am mining, but that's how it goes. We're not going to get any enemies in this mission because it's 0.9. NPC start spawning in regular asteroid belts at 0.8. If we were doing this mission in a 0.8, then what the game does, it counts your mining asteroid belt as a regular asteroid belt, and you get the regular NPC spawns. There we go, one rock, it's right here, it's right in front of me, so it's not going to take very long. We'll just blitz through this. Value unknown, because they have no market value. Sometimes what unscrupulous players will do, because they know that your mining mission requires every single unit in the entire mission, they will just warp in with something like a Pioneer. If you put these Gaussian scoped mining lasers on a Pioneer mining destroyer, and if you've got level 5 skill, it gets a 32 kilometer range. They will just warp into your mission, turn on their lasers for about 5 seconds, turn them back off, steal 1 unit of ore, rendering your mission completely broken, and then they will ransom the ore to you for like 5 or 6 million-esque. Welcome to EVE Online. So this is going to be me for the next however long it takes me to do another 17 missions. And at the end of these 17 missions, we'll talk about storylines. So that's the excitement done. We've made 200 million-esque from combat sites. The rest of the day is me doing this and courier missions. And here we are, not too much later, on the 20th of our 20 mining missions. As you see, we've completed 19 out of 20. I'm just finishing the augmein. And if we look at the air career program, somehow, we've completed the Enforcer. We did that by earning lots of loyalty points. We haven't even spent the 300. We haven't hit the bounties. We didn't do any combat sites. We haven't done any abyss. We just killed all these things in the 2 combat sites and earned some loyalty points. That was enough to make us win the Enforcer. And the Industrialist
is depleted.
There we go. That's that mission complete. Let's dock.
Warp drive
Mining agent.
active.
This is the last one we've got to do. That's going to give us 30 more career points when we hand in this mission. But we've already done it. We don't need to run the distribution agents anymore. At least not for these. And when we mouse over the bottom, we are on 2,225 out of 2,250. We only need another 25 career points to get another 100,000. And guess what's going to happen when we hand in this mission? We're going to get 30 career points.
Docking permission requested.
In our rewards, We scroll down, graduation reward. This is the industrialist graduation reward. We get 100,000 skill points and some skins, which are skins for our ships. And we scroll down, here's the other one, here is the enforcer one, another 100,000 skill points and more skins for an omen, sadly, not a Amarr. Yeah, loyalty points, all that good stuff. So let's start conversation with the agent, complete that mission, 20 missions done, that's it. Boom. 2,255 overall career points. Let's claim all the rewards. And we now have 310,000 skill points to spend, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else. Remember, we already spent a few a little while ago on social and negotiation, so we can get more standing permission. Speaking of standing, right, we've done 20 mining missions. And this is it, it's pathetic. We're at 0.63 with joint harvesting. We should be at 0.24, but connections level 1 has boosted us to has given us an extra 0.39, so we're actually on 0.63. I'm hoping to get to 3.0. Don't worry, level 1 mining missions are like the worst missions in the game for standing. You get a tiny amount, because as we know, it takes you about 4 minutes to complete each mission. Every single mission I got from this level 1 agent was in this system. And it was usually just Banadine or Ogamine. As we see, now how have I ended up with extra when I told you that the missions only provide you the exact amount of ore you need? Well, this is because the developers haven't really been paying attention, and as we know, in the November 2025 update, mining lasers were given a critical hit chance, so that's what's happened here. I rolled some critical hits, and we spawned more asteroids than we needed, so we'll just get those out. We don't need those. Okay, so we don't need to do the 20 distribution agents, at least not for this, but I am still going to do lots of distribution agent missions, because distribution missions are like the best thing you can do for standings. They're much, much better than industry. In fact, let's open these crates. Hey, we've got a Minmatar Hauler skill book for some reason. And there's our skins. We can sell the skins or we can keep them. Covetor, Retriever, Venture skin. Yeah, we'll activate that license. And now when we show info on the ship and go to the skins, we can turn it on. There we go. That's our reward for having done that massive grind over the last 3 days. We get a skin for our ship. Covetor, Procurer, Retriever, Caracal, Omen. If only it was a Amarr. Shame it's not. I don't need to do any more salvaging. We did it in the combat site. I mean, everything's just looking rosy in the garden. So, let us sit down and spend our 310,000 skill points now. I've spent a very long time off camera calculating 310,000 skill points worth of skills. So we'll just go to my skills and let's start allocating them. We are going to take Amarr Cruiser up to level 3. We have to do that to open the Amarr Battlecruiser skill book, which I do not believe I bought. So right click, view market details. It's going to cost us 2.5 million. It's quite a few jumps away. Which region are we in? Tashmarkon. Yeah, that's fine. Nearest one is 4 jumps. We'll just set destination to the location. Right, we'll buy that. I'm going to do control bursts level 3. So we'll find control bursts in gunnery. This reduces the amount of cap we need. So we'll do that. I'm going to do surgical strike level 3. This is kind of half trained. Every time we've been allocating skills, like on day 1 and day 2, we were putting any extra we had left over into surgical strike. So it's not going to take very many skill points to get to level 3, 8,403. There we go.
Skill training completed.
Light drone operation 3, just to give our little drones a little bit more damage, so we'll apply those.
Skill training completed.
And social level 3, which we've already done. Repair systems level 4 and mechanics
Skill
level
training
4.
completed.
Now these combined
Skill training completed.
give us the skills we need for medium armor repairer Mark II. So we now have Tech 2 armor repairers. This is fantastic for our tanking. And we're going to do medium energy turret 3.
Skill training completed.
Connection skill 1 and 2. Now we've got enough skill points, we can do level 2, so that's all of our standings instantly gone up
Skill
again.
training completed.
I'm just going to do biology level 1, which is under neural enhancement. We'll have to buy the biology book as well. Biology book increases the duration of any combat boosters by 20%, and it also works for cerebral accelerators, such as the Master at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. This improves your attributes by 10 points each for 1 day at base level. If you train biology to level 5, that will be 2 days, so 48 hours at plus 10 attributes, and that speeds up your passive skill tree. Not that we're using the passive queue, but it's a good thing to have anyway. And it's only 500 skill points, so it's only 250 skill points because it is only a rank 1 skill, so I thought, why not? Drone avionics too, so we can send our drones further away.
Skill training completed.
And medium drone operation 1 and 2, which I believe we needed drones 3 to unlock. Yes, we did, so we'll right click this, view market details, and we'll buy that. And signature analysis 3, which speeds up our targeting speed.
Skill training completed.
So let's go and buy all these skills. Let's go and pick up all these skills and start training them. But on the way there, we're going to do this storyline mission. Every 16 regular missions of the same level for corps belonging to the same faction. There are separate counters for each level and each faction, and they retain your progress so you can mix and match. But every time you complete 16 missions of the same level for corporations belonging to the same faction, you will receive an email in the communications from an agent telling you that they require your services, and this is for a special storyline mission. This is the one we've been given. This one is simple. Some of them are combat, some of them are mining, some of them are courier. We've got a courier one. Now, it doesn't matter that you did mining. You will get combat missions when you've done mining missions to trigger it, and if you've done combat missions to trigger it, you might get mining, because storyline are all drawn from one pool. So it's a bit weird, but that's just how it is. And when we complete this, we will get an uptick in our faction standing, which is fantastic. So we'll speak to this guy as well. We'll add the waypoint to him. Oh good, he's one jump away from where we're picking up all the books. That's good. And it looks like he wants us to come back here and pick up this log and then take it back to his station. Okay, that's cool. Nice and easy. So obviously, if you can complete missions really quickly, then you can farm up storylines really quite fast, and that's what we're going to be doing with the distribution agents. I said we didn't need to do them for the air career program, and we don't, but we do need to do them to get our standings up, both with the corporation that we want to work with, which is joint harvesting, because remember, we did find that this corporation does have level 2 distribution agents pretty close to us. So we'll be running lots of them, and because they're level 2 missions and because they're distribution, they'll be giving us more standing per mission than the crappy little mining ones will, and this will help. And we're going to be doing at least 20 of them to trigger another storyline, which will improve our Amarr Empire. Amarr Empire has gone up to 207 because we just trained connections level 2, which is giving us 0.69, which is nice. So we're now at 2.07. We only need another 0.93. It might take a while. It might take longer to get joint harvesting up to 3. We'll see which one. It doesn't really matter. If we can get Amarr Empire up to 3.0, then as we know, it will unlock every level 3 agent, even for joint harvesting. Even though joint harvesting might still be at like 1.5 or 2.1, doesn't matter, because faction takes precedence. This will tell every corporation of the Amarr Empire, this person is trusted enough to use level 2 agents. So we're making good progress. All we need to do is this storyline, finish spending our skill points, then do 20 distribution missions and the storyline that results from there, and then we'll see where we're at standings wise and how much more grinding I have to do on this one day to get to level 3 missions.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Here's all our skill books. Right click, inject skill, and go back to our little note. And we wanted biology level 1, which is neural enhancement. There we go.
Skill training completed.
Medium drones 1 and 2.
Skill training completed.
And Amarr Battlecruiser 1,
Skill
2,
completed.
and 3.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
And apparently I've still got absolute ball loads of unallocated skill points still remaining. I believe we've got like 80,000 to spend still. Not quite sure how I've miscalculated that, but there we are. Ah yes, weapon upgrades. I forgot to do weapons upgrades. Glad I checked that. We need to take that to level 3 and level 4.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
We have gone slightly over, but that's alright. I'll let myself off. And level 4 weapons upgrades allows us to fit Tech 2 heat sinks, which will improve our damage output of our ship considerably. How much have we gone over budget? 2,000 or 3,000? Okay, we could have just not done medium drone operation 2. Let's do some quick math. Where is the crappy in-game calculator which lacks a 1,000 separator? Here it is. So 17,308 plus 2328. 1936. Yeah, plus 250. Yes, if I'd just not done Biology 1, Drone Avionics 2 and Medium Drone Operation 2, we would still be within budget. I've gone slightly over, but that's okay.
Warp drive active.
So now if we look at our Maller fit from the level 2 note, now our Maller has just been buffed as well by all the stuff we've been doing. It's 172 DPS now. Range is 27 to 34. And obviously we can replace the medium enduring with Tech 2, and we can replace the compact heat sinks with Tech 2. And everything's looking rosy in the garden.
Warp drive active.
Ship tree is blinking at me because we have unlocked Battlecruiser and Navy Battlecruiser. Oh, don't tell me I can buy a Navy Battlecruiser. How much is a Harbinger Navy issue? 200 million-esque. Right, okay, let's just calm down on that.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right, Mr. Storyline, here we go. We'll accept this mission. We've got 39 minutes to do it. We're getting paid a little bit of money and an implant. It's a learning implant. Again, that will improve our attributes, which improves our passive skill training speed. Not that we're using passive skills. Right, that's the thing we need. Take it back to the agent and we'll see how much standing we get from a level 1 storyline mission. Backed up by social level 3.
Warp drive active.
Right, we're back in the agent station with the thing he wants. So let's hand in this mission. And we've got our implant. We can sell that for 600,000, but I think I'm just going to plug it in. No, I won't. I'll just sell it because we're not using the passive training on this character. Let's have a look what that has done to our standings. Amarr Empire has gone up to 2.01. There we go. This little tiny tick. That massive jump there is the end of the epic arc. Whoop. This is a level 1 storyline. 0.036. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. And we've gained standings with all these other empires which are friendly with the Amarr Empire, and we've lost a little tiny bit with all the others that dislike the Amarr Empire, but that's fine too. We've done quite a big uptick with the Ministry of Assessment, who is the corporation this guy belongs to. Wham, plus 1.39 instantly up to 0.93, which is nice. Let's have a look at their agents. Okay, they've got distribution, level 2, but only one of them, 7 jumps away. I did look at the Ministry of Assessment, because I did see they had a storyline. Because obviously, storylines give big increases, and if you can run all your missions for the same corporation, and that corporation is also the same place that you get your storylines from, you can really farm up standings really quite quickly. Right, so Amarr Empire, 2.1. We've got 0.9 to go. And where is joint harvesting? 1.02's got 1.98 to go with them. Right, let's go back to Perdan and talk about distribution agents. Here we are, back in Perdan. Now what we're going to transition to is level 2 distribution missions. If we go to Agency, Agents and Missions, Agent Finder, Distribution, level 2, High Sec, Any Distance, Amarr Empire, Joint Harvesting. There we go, 2 of them in this system. So we'll set destination to that guy, and we'll add waypoint to this guy. Unfortunately, they're in different stations. Sometimes you can find, like, maybe if you've gone to Tritidan, which is 29 jumps away, maybe these guys are all on the same station. So he's in 7 Moon 20, 5 Moon 2. Alright, maybe not, 3 Moon 2. But usually you can find distribution agents in the same station, so you can just spam missions, accept multiple missions at the same time. We need to transition to our hauler, our lovely little Sigil. How have I fitted this? Good. I believe I have a cargo... No, we should have another cargo container somewhere. There we go. Just in case we need extra cargo, I've got another cargo container. How fast can I make this ship align? It's 8.77 at the minute. That's 7.5. That's 6.7. That's 6. Right, so it looks like 7-second align is the best we can do. And that happens at 3 inertial stabilizers. So ideally my fit will be 3 inertial stabilizers and 3 cargo. And we have 1 inertial stabilizer, I believe. Inert, nope. We'll just look for one in the market. It's probably a million jumps away. Yeah, can't be bothered. I believe we did actually have one of the Air Career Program rewards was inertia stabilizers. I think I left them in Amarr. Yeah, I think I probably sold them. But one of the Air Career Program rewards was definitely 3 inertia stabilizers. I remember seeing that, but I should have kept them with me. But that's not a huge issue, to be honest. So let's go and speak to some level 2 distribution agents.
Warp drive active.
It looks like we do have the skills for Tech 2 inertia stabilizers, and I think that's going to change my thinking. They are propulsion upgrades, inertial stabilizer. So if we put 4 of them on, then our align time is down to 6 seconds, and we can get some hyperspatial rigs, which are astronautic rigs. Hyperspace velocity optimizer. Just move us up to 6.41 AU a second. It just makes the ship align faster and warp faster so I can run the missions faster. But I'm not sure if that's going to be an issue. Right, you speak to this guy. He wants us to pick it up from that station, which is in this system, and bring it back here. And it's 320 cubic meters. Yes, I will do that. Oh no, it's literally pick up from here and take to another station in the same system. Level 2 level 2 missions, everybody.
Warp drive active.
Maybe we won't have to double up on the agents. What we'll do, we'll save this station as Distro 1. And then the other station with the other agent will be Distro 2. Let's edit the location, put Distro 1 at the front. Speak to the agent, complete the mission. Yeah, that is 1 out of 20 distribution missions. I told you they were quick. And this is level 2, this isn't even level 1. That was a level 2 mission.
Warp drive active.
So we'll go back to the agent and speak to him again. Level 2 mission, 0.024, which is double the amount per mission, which is decent. And that was Eltis Babbitt we just talked to. So this guy is Distro 2. Because if Distro 1 is going to send us to a different system, then we'll pick up another
mission requested.
Mission from the other guy in the same system. Come on, stupid ship, dock. See, the RNG sometimes puts you outside the docking ring. This faint ring of red lights is the distance at which you can dock at the station.
Mission requested. Docking request accepted.
But we spawned slightly outside it and drifted slowly in. That's just the RNG nature of the game. That's why sometimes it might be a good idea to make an instant dock bookmark if I can be bothered. Right, this one actually wants us to take it to a different system, so we'll accept it. We'll pack him in our ship. Second time of asking. And now we will go and speak to the other level 2 distribution agent, which is in this system. Right click, locations, Distro 2 dock.
Warp drive active.
I will check there are no level 1 distribution agents in this system. Nope, nearest one's 11 jumps away. That's fine. How about level 3? Yeah, 9 and 10 jumps away. Okay, so we're stuck here doing level 2 for these guys. Where is the nearest level 2 security? 9 jumps away. Now, once we finish these distributions and the resulting storyline, we'll see where we're at standings wise. Because security missions will give you more standing permission, but these ones are faster to run.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right, you... And he wants us to go there, so we'll accept that. Now we can go. So we need to go there. And we also need to go there, add the waypoints. Come up here, click this, optimize your route. Done. And then the pickup in agent base, well, add that as a waypoint. And then we'll just do one round trip and complete another 2 missions. So I'm just going to do this until we have completed the 20 missions we need. So I'll just go to distribution agent, 20 missions, track this. We've done 4 distribution missions already. We're doing number 5 and number 6. This shouldn't take me too long at all. Right, here we are, just about to finish our 20th and final distribution agent mission. It's not taking me very long. I did pop by and I bought 4 inertia stabilizer 2s, which reduced our align time to under 6 seconds, and I bought 2 hyperspace velocity optimizer 1s to push our warp speed up to 6.41 AUs per second, just so I could get these missions done a tiny bit faster. We have already had our storyline offer, because you get those every 16 missions, and obviously this is mission 20 I'm about to complete right now. Would you dock in that station, please?
Requested. Docking request accepted.
So we'll have a look what the storyline wants us to do. Agents of interest, this is the one we need. Complete mission. And that is another load of industrialist done. Distribution agent done. I wish that the industrialist career would actually keep counting. The counter stops at 750, even though I said, and I have proven, there is 1,000 points available. I do wish it would keep counting above 750. Because I don't know how many in total I've got now. I mean, we've almost finished the entire industrialist career. We've got to manufacture a cruiser and mine some kernite. I have found, or I did fly through, yeah, one jump away in Hostney is a small umber and kernite ore belt.
Warp drive active.
So if that is still there after I've done this storyline mission, then I may very well go and grab our venture, because we know it's in this area, because we did 20 mining missions a little while ago. One very quick jump later, we're about to find out what this storyline agent wants us to do.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And the observant of you may realise this is the same storyline agent that we worked with last time, but we're supposed to be getting a level 2 storyline mission this time. How is this? This is because all storyline agents may be level 1, but the mission they give you is equal to the level of the missions you ran. So this will be a level 2 mission, and they want us to take some people to another station. And the only pay for this is 41,000. There's no implant this time, but we will, of course, get an uptick in our faction standings. So I shall see you when I've done all this. A couple of jumps later, here we are. Let's just get into this station.
Docking request accepted.
And hand in our level 2 storyline mission. There we go. Done. Let's check our standings. Amarr Empire standings, only 2.16. Oh, not great. Ministry of Assessment, 1.15. Joint Harvesting, 1.38. Ooh, how are we going to get to 3.0? I've been going for like 8 hours already. It's either spam lots more level 2 missions, but I don't think we're going to get very far, because you can mouse over the dots and it will show you where you were. So we were at 1.41. And now we're at 1.48. Unfortunately, these dots only show you your unmodified standing, so it's really 1.41 and 1.48. Can you mouse over it? It will say base standings 1.48. So we went up 0.07 standings for doing that in level 2 storyline. Not sure we're going to get to level 3 today. I think we should maybe go and do some level 2 security missions, because you get more standing per mission for security missions than you do from anything else. I'll drop the hauler back off in Perdun, then I'll pick up the taxi, I'll fly all the way back to Pasha, pick up the Maller, and then we'll see where the nearest level 2 agent is. Another short time has passed. I took the fast executioner from Pardon all the way up to Amarr. I sold the B-type multispectrum thing that we found for like 100 mil. We've got 157 million left, and I purchased some Tech 2 gear and Meta level 4 guns to put on our Maller. Here are the guns. Lovely. Focused modulated medium energy beam. Modulated being the word that means Meta level 4 when it comes to laser guns. There we go. Meta level 4. We have Tech 2 Meta level 5 heat sinks. Lovely. And we have a Tech 5 Meta level 2 armor repairer. So instead of repairing 37 hit points a second, we're up to 44.1. But unfortunately, having the heat sinks being Tech 2 means that our guns cycle faster, so they used more caps. So we're no longer cap stable firing ultraviolet. It's 11 minutes 40, stable with the afterburner off, but I've decided just to refit and go for standard. Gets slightly less DPS. Well, actually, it gets exactly the same DPS as we previously had, and we're still cap stable. All that we've really done is push the range out to between 32 and 40. This is great. It means we can fight at like 35 kilometers. Speaking of fighting, let's find a level 2 security agent and see how many standings we get. So we go to agency, agents and missions, agent finder, security, level 2, HiSec, Amarr, Empire, and joint harvesting, which is the corporation we want to work for. Closest one is 4 jumps away. I've already laid in a course, so I shall meet you there. Right, here we are. Let's get a level 2 security mission. Smuggler interception against Sanchez Nation. Perfect. It is 1 jump away. Need to bring back 10 militants. Getting paid a little bit of everything. Let's accept.
Warp drive active.
We'll just warp straight to the mission. We know we're cap stable, so we'll turn everything on other than the afterburner. In fact, I won't even bother turning on the armor rep until the shield goes down. I've changed my keep it range to 32 kilometers. I'm not going to bother looting or salvaging anything because we have 157 million ISK in the wallet. Don't care. Don't need to salvage because they've already done that for the air career program. Acceleration gate. No welcoming committee right by it.
Warp drive active.
And not very many enemies here at all. I'm just going to target lock all these guys. We can probably hit them from here, so I'm just going to open fire. These destroyers are closer, so we'll just pew at them. If nothing else, it'll aggress everything. Then they'll all start approaching me, making them easier to hit. Here they come. Easy mode engaged. Long range makes life so much easier when you're fighting NPCs. It is the way to go. We are being tracking disrupted, so that's kind of messing everything up, so we'll just keep him at range. There we go. That's a bit more like it. Nothing is... Have I even taken 1 point of damage? No, I'm still on 1050 shield out of 1050. I mean, everything is firing at me, but they're just not hitting. Goodbye, Mr. Destroyer. You have been destroyed. And we're still at 1050 shield. I have literally not lost a single hit point in this mission so far. And I don't think that's going to change. Because the cruiser is on the yellow box, which means he's only target locked me. He hasn't opened fire. And he never got a chance because I killed him. So we'll just approach that personnel transport because we're going to have to pick up the Marines from its cargo anyway after we kill it. It's approaching me, so I'll approach it, close the range nice and quick so I don't have to move as much after it's dead to go and pick up its wreck. There it goes, it's dead. Let's get the Marines out of its cargo. Literally 100% of the hit points I had when I entered this entire mission. Nothing even laid a finger on me. There they are. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
So we hand in this mission. We have a look at our standings. Yeah, we've been getting 0.23 to 0.25 for all the courier missions. This first combat mission, 0.44. So double the jump but of course it didn't. It took a little bit longer than the distribution mission did. Cargo delivery next door. We'll do this as well. Now the cargo delivery mission can be blitzed. You do not have to fight anything in the cargo delivery mission.
Warp drive active.
What we have to do is to approach a warehouse and take one crate of silicate glass out of the warehouse and then leave and bring it back to the agent. We don't have to kill anything, so I probably won't. We do have in the Soldier of Fortune career, the combat one, kill 75 enemies with a cruiser. That will happen one of these days. I'm not overly concerned about doing it now, because we're not going to get Soldier of Fortune to 750. There's too much PvP stuff going on in it. So we'll just blitz this mission, because what we want to do is to complete missions as fast as we can to get our standings up. So this mission is perfect.
Warp drive active.
I'm going to click on the cargo delivery mission in opportunities, the agent, and I'm going to add the waypoint. So we have this that we can right click and jump through the Stargate immediately, and it highlights the Stargate in yellow. This will help us leave the mission a little bit faster. There's the warehouse. We just need to approach that as fast as we can. Pick up the glass and then get out. Where is the exit? It's behind us. Okay, that'll be fine. Here we go, almost at the warehouse. Just open it, grab the thing, and then leave. There's nothing behind us, so we should be able to just warp straight through the Stargate, which is right there. Give me that. Right click here, jump through Stargate, and away we go.
Warp drive active.
Do not have to stick around and fight anything, we'll just leave. We're all about the blitz today. Goodbye enemies, goodbye. Right, that's that mission done. So let's hand this mission in. Lovely. Get another one. Smuggler interception. Guess what? We've got to go and get some militants. Are there only 2 level 2 missions? Are these the only 2 we're going to get on a loop? I mean, cargo delivery was 0.37. Not much of an uptick, but an uptick nonetheless.
Warp drive active.
Yep, this is exactly the same as the first mission we got. So we'll just blitz through this and I'll see you back at the agent. Alright, it seems that mission cannot be blitzed. I killed one of the transports, brought the militants back here, but the agent's like, no, you need to go back and kill everything. Well, that's annoying. After having killed everything in the mission, let's see if that'll let us hand it in now. Yes, it will. Right, there is absolutely no chance of us getting to 3.0 in today's session. It ain't happening. We're only getting like plus 0.04 per mission. That's going to be a lot of missions, and even the storylines. I mean, Amarr Empire is at 2.16, but even the storylines are like pathetic. So I'm going to have to grind an awful lot more. So before we go, I'm going to go to the Amarr Trade Hub. I'm going to buy a Battlecruiser just to cheer myself up. Okay, is everybody ready for some retail therapy? Here we go. Harbinger, view market details. Thank you very much. Dun dun dun. Battlecruiser on day 3. Right. Let's make a fitting. We are going to get some beam lasers on this because, as we have previously discussed and just shown, long range is your friend in player versus environment, which means missions. So let's do focused modulated energy beams. We'll go meter 4 because we're rich, so we'll do that. Tank wise, we're going to do a medium armor repairer 2. If my UI would work, please. Yes, there we go. And we'll get a reactive armor hardener, there we go. We'll do 3 heat sinks. Tech 2. We'll leave the last low slot empty for now. I'm going to get at least 1 tracking computer on this thing. Doing enduring. My UI is being funny for some reason. It's being really slow. And we'll do a 10 meganewton enduring afterburner and a large cap battery to hopefully run everything on the ship. Nowhere near. Okay. Rigs wise, we're going to do 2 capacitor control circuits. 1 and 2. Engineering equipment wise, probably going to need a cap power relay in the final low power slot. Maybe a cap recharger as well. In the last mid power slot, there we go, cap stable. It don't have to be cap stable, I'm just being really lazy. So I'm allowed to be lazy if I want. Or of course we can use standard M. Puts the range out to 35 to 44, still 200 DPS, and we don't need the cap recharger. That will then let us do another tracking computer, I believe. Yes. Okay, that's pretty good. Because you can do tricks. See, if we have 2 tracking computers, these are actually stacking penalising each other. Because they're both doing exactly the same thing. So one of them is going to get 100% of all these bonuses, and the other one is only going to get 87% of it. But if you put a tracking speed script in one, and optimal range speed in the other, optimal range in the other, they're now not stacking penalising each other, because this one's only doing tracking and this one's only doing range. So they're now affecting different things, and you get the full bonus. So that gives us, what, 37 and 47? Okay, so we can fight at, what, 42 kilometres, something like that? That's pretty good. And the final rig slot, I think I'll do a nano pump, just to increase the amount repaired per second from 38 up to 44. And we've still got lots of power grid in CPU, so I don't think we need focused. I think we can go to heavy modulated, because focused is like the middle size of the mediums. You get quad light beam laser, which is the weakest and easiest to fit, then the focused, and then the heavy. So I reckon we can go to heavy. Heavy modulated energy beam 1. Come on. 4, 5, 6. Power grid, unhappy, but we can fix that probably. Standard M. Now it's no longer stable. What we can do with the power grid is that we can remove the cap power relay. We can replace it with a power diagnostic system. That fixes the power grid. Capacitor's not overly happy. 26 minutes for the afterburner off. I mean, that's probably good enough. If you really want more cap, you can just triple up the cap controls. But I'd rather have a nano pump on this ship, to be honest. Because now we're like way out there. We're out to between 43 and 56 kilometers, so we can fight at 50 kilometers and still do 239 DPS. I haven't even put any drones in the drone bay yet, so let's do that. Get some Acolyte 1s. I could go for Navy Acolytes, but I don't really have to. I know we're rich, but do I want to do Navy Acolytes? Is there any point? We can only use 3 drones at any one time anyway. We'll just have them on board, just so we've got a full drone bay, just to complete the fit. Why not? Yeah, does that look good? 26 minutes cap. I mean, we could completely fix the capacitor by removing 1 heatsink, going down to 253 DPS, because that fixes the cap just by removing it, because it's speeding up the cycle time of the guns by 10.5%. So we could remove that. Remember, when we were using the focused beams, we were only getting 200 DPS. So we're still getting more damage, like significantly more damage than we were. Now we can either put on just a cap power relay. I mean, that'll do it. Yeah, completely cap stable. And then that means, because we're more than just cap stable, that means we can maybe go up to ultraviolet, which has reduced the range a little bit, but the DPS has gone up to where it was before. How about X-ray? X-ray 306, gamma 333. Okay, so, I mean, 32 to 46 is still pretty damn good. We can fight at like 40 to 42 kilometers. That's still decent. Completely cap stable. 306 DPS. Or 266 from just the guns. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Right, I'm just going to click multi-buy, and then in the selector, make sure you find the ship and deselect it, because we don't want to buy the ship again, so just, there you go, 10 million for the rest of the fit. Boom, done. Right, let's fit this thing. And there we have it. We have a battlecruiser fully fitted on day 3, kicking out, well, it says 303 DPS, but it's not really, because we can only use 3 drones. If we use the 3 mediums, it's 303. If you use 3 lights, it's 290. If we just don't care about the drones, it's 266, which is not too bad. Now, what is the range if we were to do standard M? Or radio is the one that reaches out the furthest. 82 kilometers is actually way outside our targeting range. Yep, that's to be expected. Microwave. Okay, maybe we'll carry some microwave on board as well, because that actually hits all the way out to 73. We target to 71. Right, we'll buy 5-6 microwave M then, and carry these on board. The good thing about the frequency crystals is that they instantly reload. So we would group the weapons, right click, change to change to microwave, and then open fire instantly. And then when the enemy get within, say what, 35 kilometers, stop firing, regroup the weapons, right click, and change over to X-ray and increase the damage, and then start firing again. So that is a damn good result at the end of day 3. I knew that today was going to be a big ask to get into level 3 missions on the 3rd day of life. I knew that the standings grind was going to be what was going to stop us, and indeed it was. We're not too far away, but it is going to take an entire day. I mean, we started today with joint harvesting literally on 0. At the end of the day, we're at 1.5. I mean, that's not bad. Amarr Empire started the day on 1.38, and now we're at 2.16. So it may be possible for one more day of just grinding level 2 missions, and then we can actually use this thing in level 3s. But that was day 3. Oh well, didn't quite make it today, but we'd had a damn good chance, and we were very, very lucky to find these 2 combat sites, which gave us 200 million ISK. I mean, absolutely bonkers. Gotta love it though. Anyway, do look after yourself until we see each other again, and I'll talk to you again soon.